Thank you very much, and thank you for the invitation. Well, unfortunately, right now, the status of immigration is that we are stuck in limbo. The system is broken. However, we understand that Congress, unfortunately, does not want to address the issue. Our political leaders don't have the political fortitude to be able to discuss the immigration issue, and so certainly we want them to act on this. And in knowing this, we understand that President Obama on November 20th of 2014 announced executive actions because Congress was enacting. And so what we've done is that we've looked over the past year, we looked to see how President Obama has enacted his executive action proclamation, and we've given him some grades. Some grades are good, but mostly some are bad as well. Well, for example, in the area of refugee and humanitarian protection, we failed President Obama. We know that there are women and children traveling from Central America to our borders. They're turning themselves in. They are seeking assistance from the United States. And instead of the administration embracing them and categorizing them as refugees so they can receive certain benefits, the administration is instead detaining women and children in Dilley, Texas, and Karnes, Texas, and Pennsylvania as well. We understand and we know that this detention of minors and infants is doing psychological damage, is doing emotional damage. It's immoral to be able to detain children that small when all they really want is to have their mothers be able to present their asylum claim before the courts. But we hope that they can do so while they are free and not detained. And so for that and many other reasons, we failed the president when it comes to refugee and humanitarian protection. Well, we also gave him an incomplete when it comes to improving the legal immigration system. And we did so because on November 20th of last year, he made several promises. He indicated, for example, that he would provide special permits for inventors, for researchers, for entrepreneurs, so they could come to the United States, help our economy, and also help us with the research that's needed in many important areas. To this day, we still haven't seen that permit. We've also know that there are waivers for individuals who want to be able to obtain their immigration status the legal way, but they have to travel abroad to the consulates. We know that they have to file a waiver. He promised that he would provide a waiver for legal permanent residence. To this day, we still haven't seen that. So President Obama still has 1 year. Has 1 year to be able to implement some of these promises that he made. And so that's what we're going to be asking. We're going to be asking him in this next year to focus on implementing these programs. Like my mom always said, make sure you finish your homework and you'll get good grades. And so that's what we're asking President Obama. Finish your homework, let's get some good grades, and hopefully by the end of the year, we'll be able to give him some better grades. Well, we do believe we gave them a good effort when it comes to assisting individuals and families who are in the United States without documentation, who have strong family ties to this country. We know that he implemented DACA and he helped the students. We know that we also proposed the DAPA program that would help some of the parents of some of the students, and also the extension of DACA as well, the DACA 2 program. We know that these programs are stuck currently in the courts. We hope that the Supreme Court will now in January accept the appeal so that we can have a final decision by June of next year. And we hope, we do believe that if the Supreme Court does review this case from Texas, that there will be a positive decision and he will be able to implement the DAPA and the DACA 2 program. So because of those efforts, we understand that Congress doesn't want to work with them. We understand that some of our political leaders say they don't trust them. He's done what he can. So for that, we do give him a good effort, and that we hope that in this next coming year, he will continue to push for comprehensive, common sense immigration reform. Well, they can visit us in our website. We have a website with a lot of information. They can visit us at AILA.org. That is AILA.org. We have a lot of information. It's important for us to educate the public when it comes to the immigration system. So we hope that you'll visit our website. And also important to say to all the people who are seeking immigration services, be careful. Make sure that you're doing things with competent attorneys, immigration attorneys. Don't fall prey to the non-attorneys, the notarios, people who promise things that don't exist under the law. Make sure that you make sure you have your eye out against the fraud. Make sure you don't fall into this trap. So visit our website. It's important. Thank you, and thank you for the invitation.